Hello and welcome to Car Firm. Today we have this Range Rover Evoque with us for a virtual test drive, and having driven this car for about 15-16 miles now, and having driven these in the past, the expectations obviously this car meets in terms of comfort, in terms of practicality, in terms of performance. It is actually a very nice all-rounder car. The way it sits on the road, you feel the firmness in the suspension because it still has a sporty feeling car like this. However, it is so comfortable and so smooth still. Over the little bumps and stuff like that on the road, it deals with them absolutely spot on. Steering side of things, nice and light, yet very direct. It requires minimal amount of change in direction for it to be noticeable. And there's no shaking or juddering or track imbalancing issues whatsoever from the steering wheel. Now, in regards to the brakes, they're very nice and sharp. You can feel they're solid the moment you're on the brakes, in fact, and gives you that, of course, that extra bit of confidence. There's no issues with the brake pads or the discs with this vehicle. Just spot on when you're on the brakes, regardless of the speed you're at. The gearbox is another thing. I mean, it works flawlessly. It is so smooth. When you're just in normal drive mode, most of the time you don't notice the gear changes. When you go into the sport mode in the gearbox, obviously it drops down a gear, so it sits at higher revs. But then again, when you want to go, if you want to pick up some speed, it is ready to go there and then. So if I put my foot down a little bit now, the torque is instant and it just starts pulling. So in terms of joining the motorway junctions, stuff like that, pulling off a roundabout, it won't be an issue at all. There's plenty of torque, and it grips onto the road really well. Overall, I would say this car drives spot on, from the engine, the gearbox, down to suspension, steering, brakes. Everything works as it should, and there's nothing unusual to be reported. One of the things I do want to mention is actually the condition of this interior here, because, you know, just looking at the interior, the steering wheel, the center console, the dash, the driver's door cart, armrest, stuff like that, where you find a lot of the wear and tear on these cars. You know, obviously it hasn't done a lot of miles, but it's in a very good condition. It has been looked after really well, and obviously the build quality as well, as expected. You know, Land Rover puts the effort into the Evoque as well, just like all the other cars. It's Range Rover Sport, the Discoveries, Vogues, and everything like that, and it really does play the part. It looks the part, and like I said, it is a very nice all-rounder car to have for families or whatever it might be, because it's practical as well. You've got a very good seating position. You can see over the bonnet very clearly, and having obviously things like the lane assist and stuff like that as well gives you a bit more help. If you're interested in this car, head over to our website, carfirm.co.uk, reserve it with a fully refundable £100, and we will hold it for you for 7 days. And we also offer very competitive finance packages, tailor-made mats and extended warranties. So any questions, feel free to get in touch, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.